Probier TV at the Vienna Craft Beer Festival, and I'm at the booth of 1050 Brewing, and it was 6 months ago when we met first.
Yep.
So how are things going now?
Yeah, very good. We actually, when we first met, it was actually before we officially opened.
Yep.
We officially opened in June this year, so we've got very young. We've been open 5 months now.
Yep.
Since then, we've gone from 3 core beers. We've now got 2 additional beers.
Wow, so it's 5 now.
We've got 5 now.
Wow.
Yep. So the 3 cores: the pale, the Vienna Weizen, and the red IPA. We've also done a classic Pils and a golden ale.
But none of them is a Märzen, right?
Nope.
So if we think about the average Austrian who is addicted to Märzen beer, which is your beer you could convince his taste with?
Maybe the Pils, I would say, but also Pils is not a typical Austrian.
And it's a lager beer, right?
Yeah, but it's lager. Yeah, it's typical. It's made a classical lager. We really had it 6 weeks in the tanks, which is in our small equipment what we have quite a
Long time.
Compared to the 10-14 days what we have normal. Yeah, but it's one of our good sellers actually. It really turned out to the public where they say, okay, these guys can also brew bottom fermenters. Yeah, and but it's not a classical Märzen, not in the direction. Yeah.
But since we talked first, you opened your brewery,
Yep.
but you not only opened your brewery, you also opened a tap room. So when can people come and taste your beers in the tap room?
It's always Thursday night, so we're starting like 5:30 p.m. Until 11 or
until the last one leaves, huh?
or until it's fun. There you can taste our beers directly from tap, and you can also buy for takeaway.
And we show you, and we're happy to show you around the brewery.
Okay.
So when people walk in, they're not in a different room. You walk through the brewery.
Okay.
You can, if you're into that, you can go up and touch it. So you can really, but you
You can burn your hands.
Yeah, no, it's not on. It's not on, of course. Health and safety. No, but you really walk through the brewery.
Okay.
We're happy to talk you around how our equipment works, what our
Okay.
ethos is. Because one thing I would like to say as well, even though the Pils is probably the most aligned with a classic Austrian beer drinking experience, all of our beers are very drinkable, and we always keep them between, at the moment, they're between 4.5% and 5.5%. So they're not crazy, high alcohol strength beers. We're making them very accessible.
Okay.
We like to think that most of them are balanced. So that's one of our big things.
And last time when I visited you, I tried the red ale, and to be honest, I tried it yesterday already, but things have changed with the red ale. What did you do to the recipe? It has a lot more roastiness in it.
Yeah, I mean, what we did effectively is first time around, we just felt, in some of the feedback we had, but also what we were drinking ourselves, we felt it was a little bit too lean. It was a little bit too thin in the body. So what we did is we turned the temperature up a little bit during the mash to give it a little bit less fermentable sugar, so it leaves a little bit more residual sweetness. In terms of the roastiness, honestly, it should be there or thereabouts the same level. We didn't change the malt bill at all.
Okay.
But maybe because that residual sweetness.
That's what you asked yesterday. You didn't believe it yesterday.
Because when you take a sip, it's awesome, smooth. It's like a silky palate on the tongue. But what really sticks out is the roastiness that stays in your mouth when you took the sip. So my first impression was you changed something with the recipe, but changing the way of production process might be another way to change a production, right?
Yep, there's a slight temperature increase.
Yeah, no.
So the red IPA definitely is one of your core beers. Is it also one of the good selling beers, or is it kind of rather difficult beers?
As Martin said, we are live now 6-7 months, and we just see the last 2-3 months it's really going up. We had a tap day go 2 weeks ago in Graz in Thirsty Heart, and it was the best seller there.
Wow.
We had all our beers with us, and it was the best seller.
And during the Craft Beer Fest, it's also the one which is moving fastest.
Okay.
I guess that's more because maybe it's IPA, maybe it's red IPA, it's new, it's different.
And the audience is really addicted to rather untypical, crazy stuff. So
So that's something you got to take into account. I mean, normally speaking, our best seller is the pale ale. It's the one that goes down best purely because I think it's really in line with, it's a very balanced, drinkable beer. So to the average beer drinker, it's actually very palatable.
Okay.
Then it's the Wiener Weizen and the red, but let's see, it's changing.
Okay. So I promised you I will visit you in the brewery at least in December. So you can expect a video from the brewery within the next weeks. And thank you very much for having me here. And
Thanks a lot.
see you in 6 months at the next year Craft Beer Festival.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.